Alright, streak clean back for another exciting playthrough of Legend of Dungeon. Last time we did not get very far at all. We had no nimble items and we were really pretty much sucking the big one. But, for every time you have a great playthrough, you're probably going to have 5 or 6 really sucky playthroughs. So, I got to get used to that. Usual fare, levels 1 to 4, snakes, bats, etc. Occasionally the cool magic book, although that's become increasingly rare. Oh, please let it be nimble. Yes! Haha! Now we can cruise. That is a very good thing, ladies and gentlemen. Reason for that is when you get into trouble with things like that, you can just run away. Oops, I think I wanted to go through this door. And there's a potion. We'll go and get that. And the stairs down, also a good thing to know about. And a couple of snakes. Hopefully we'll score at least one apple here. Also time to have our pre-dungeon crawl beer. And power up with some apples. And you want to try to make sure to as soon as you go into a level, try and make sure to get a that your health is at full strength or as close as you can get. I don't want to burn the really good potions, but it is worthwhile to be, as healthy as you can be when you enter a level. It's easy to think, oh, I'm just going to conserve these apples for one more door or one more section, and then, something hits you and that's it, you're done. Whereas if you'd, use the resources that you have, you would have made it and the dungeon wouldn't have defeated you. So don't defeat yourself. Very important life lesson in general. Also, I will go behind and take care of the snake as well. Get the apple. And now that we have a nimble something or another, the hat, we are going to just try and cruise through this as quickly as we can. Let's see what we got here. Top hat of protection. Yeah, that's going to slow us down. So, see you later. I'm all about the need for speed here. Just like in Top Gun, I gotta have speed if you want to be the Top Gun. Because Legend of Dungeon is about averages. You'll average one good playthrough for every 5 or 6 that you have. That's horrible. So just need to get used to that and make your playthroughs as economic as possible. Try not to delay and get every monster on every playthrough because you will, number one, drive yourself crazy. And number two, you will probably very rarely get to the cheese at the end of the whole game because there are just some playthroughs that are going to be super much more advantageous than others. Last playthrough was a great example of that. I, was level 7 or 8. The magic books I got were, pretty much sucky, and I didn't have a lot of health left at that point. Part of that was my fault. I wasn't very careful, but at the same time, it also took a long time because I didn't have a nimble anything at all, which meant, and we have a vampire queen, which we are going to do our best to avoid. Although getting the goblins is not a bad idea because they usually steal stuff, and she didn't happen to see me, which is kind of funny. So I'll just go around, and we're back at the beginning of the level, so that's cool. You can just head out for the stairs. Also take the time to get our health back in order. And remember here that the lantern makes a good weapon. Well, not a great weapon, but let's just say a weapon. And it also is very helpful to be able to see things, especially when you get down and there's things like this. There's a mummy that you do not want to be hit by. And, you could ask why I go on certain doors and not others. I have absolutely no idea why. I just sort of pick them at random, hoping that, hey, I'll find the stairs, and there I did. Good luck. Hey. Found a potion, and what else do we find? Alright, beginning of the level. So, that's pretty much a good indication when you've come full circle to take a trip on the wild side and head on down. Alright, this zombie is probably going to be a problem, so I am going to fight it. I want to run around it and get hit on the noggin. Again, why go all the way over to the far side? I have no idea. Just how I roll. So I've got a blade there. It's old. Old means horrible, so we're going to chug it. Let's see, hopefully we get some apples. Oh, just some beer. Have a second party here. And that's the beginning of the level, so now we're going to try door number 3. And there we go, end of the level. So let's take care of those two guys. Imagine this is probably... Ooh, and there's a goblin hat. Ethereal goblin hats. That doesn't really help me. So we'll leave that behind and head on down. And since we have a little free time, let's have some beer. It's not much in the way of experience, but hey, ooh, safety ethereal goblin mask of awesome. Gonna slow us down. Clumsy goblin hat. Gonna slow us down. So we'll take that, tuck that, chuck that, and use some apples. And here we go. And let's see. Guessing this is another door. Yes, yes. Alright, so let's get out our lantern so we can see what's what. Oh, little goblin action. Check this out. Yeah, at this point, sort of farting around on these levels is probably not the best place to do that because there's not a whole lot of advantage to be had. Magic books are, I would say, pretty scarce to non-existent. And unless, you really luck into something like a lot of gold or whatever, it's probably not worth your time. Plus you have these really annoying creatures that you run into sometimes. And what's the good of that? So, just going to find my way back to the stairs. Hopefully get out a sword this time. There we go. Hopefully find some cool things to... Whoops. Yeah, this looks kind of like empty bucket. So we're going to just leave. Right. And I don't think this is worth it, but we'll try it. Oh. There's some skeletons on a potion, which we'll skip. And... Geez, I don't remember the way down now, do I? That is not good. Ooh, a magic book. Sweet. See, there I was totally wrong. There actually is a magic book. It's probably not a good magic book, but hey. Did find a magic book. So, can't complain. Oops. So what kind of magic book is it? Ooh, it's a blue magic missile book. Cannot complain about that. That will be quite helpful going down. So actually it was worth sticking around. What do you know about that? Oh, and he got me there. That's too bad. So sad. Hopefully, there we go. Get the potion. And, oh, that's where the door is. Right there. So this should be our way down, eventually. Hoping. Maybe, possibly, hopefully. See, now I've totally forgotten where I'm supposed to go. That will also happen to you. That's what the spray paint is good for, I guess. There we go. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. Got a magic missile book. Very cool. And we get a nimble skull mask of protection. It's still not quite as good as the other thing. Plus reluctant or leprechaun hat. Oops, yeah, I want to keep the mage turban. This is actually kind of helpful if I'm wearing the mage turban, because if I'm holding this I can really cruise around. That's actually a nice little trick to know, is if you're holding an item, you can actually gain the effect of the item plus whatever it is you're holding. So you can just kind of make short work of a dungeon by stacking a couple of nimble items together. Hopefully this has something cool in it. Yep, apples. We'll take them. And I think we'll just cruise by these guys. Not going to help us too much at this point, I would guess. Oop, and we've triggered a guardian. So we'll run away as fast as we can. I'm guessing here this is a trap of some kind. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, and we're back here. That was just kind of annoying. Looks like we will have to fight the Guardian after all. I probably should be using the Magic Missile Book a little bit more than I am. But at this point, it's still pretty innocuous in terms of the monsters, so I haven't really been forced to bring that into play too much. Alright, and down we go. Level 8. 18 levels to go. Woo! Oh, and a double mage. Well, I think at that point, that's where you want to bring out the magic book. See if I can do it from the other side of that section. I do like the leprechauns because they do spew out quite a bit of money. And we have found the stairs down. Let's see if we can maybe sneak another magic book out of those mages. Come on. Need the magic book. Hello. There we go. Alright, so this does, I believe, 40 damage a turn, something like that. Yeah, 40 per, so it's pretty good. Looks like we're on the other side of that mage, double mage problem. So, ooh, and there's an eye here, so we definitely want to just get out of town. Do not stop, do not pass go, do not collect $200 either. That's pretty rare to see an eye this early, but hey, it does happen. We'll deal with it, I guess.